lunch with me while I go over how working with men completely screwed my dating life. I literally don't even know how I'm going to eat this. Since I started working with men, I have literally attracted the worst men. And when I did not give a fuck about men, like I'm talking in my high school years, my early 20s, I attracted the most amazing, wonderful men when I did not care. And I was mean, and I was probably a little bit toxic, which I can make a video on later. And when I started caring, when I started working with men, everything completely changed. And this is why I think that's true. Once I started working with men, I developed so much empathy and so many tools that I had a new standard for what I could tolerate. And I felt, and still sometimes feel, that because I have so many tools, I can make exceptions for people because I have the tools and I can help them. So part of me feels and felt in my relationships almost responsible for helping them get over the hump because this is literally my career. What that did though, and what my toxic self had right in the beginning was it made me fall in love with potential and not just love people for who they were in the moment. I was giving people chances who frankly did not deserve them because your partner is not meant to be your therapist. Your partner is not meant to be your coach. So I'm sitting here light years ahead of many people, giving them the opportunity to catch up because I believe they can. And I think, well, I've done all this work and who am I going to find who's also done all this work? But really just kind of shooting myself in the foot because we have to trust that people are on their own path and they know what they're doing with their journey, and that if they want to do better or be better or do the same things that you're doing, that they're gonna feel an intrinsic desire to do that, not just when you spontaneously push them. So I would get caught up in what people would say and not what they would do. And I would put feelings before actions. And this just caused me so much misery and pain because I was also doing a disservice to them by loving a vision of them that they weren't, and making them feel bad and emasculated probably every day because I could see potential, but I didn't like where they were at in that moment. If there's one thing I could say to my past self, and maybe to some of you if you're listening, is that you are allowed to have empathy and boundaries. You are allowed to have understanding and standards. You are allowed to say yes to what you want and no to what you don't want, and you don't have to make compromises, especially not in the beginning, because the beginning is where the magic is supposed to live. The beginning is not supposed to be full of potential and what ifs, and if they just make it here, or if they just help me here, or if they just understand this. The beginning is supposed to be, I see this person, I love this person for exactly who they are, exactly where this is at, and I know that we have potential together to be even better, not we have potential to be just where it's good enough.